Special thanks to Little Johnny's 2 downtown, who provided funding for this program. Today's programming was provided through funding from DiCaprio Cleaners. DiCaprio Cleaners in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Chilala and Carney Florist on Mill Street in Newcastle. A special thanks to Paul D. Weller Hardware in Mahoningtown for providing funding for this program. Today's program was paid for by a grant from Pegley's Pasta and More, East Washington Street in Newcastle. Hello and welcome, yes, to the first ever Lawrence County Football Show. Yes, coming at you from our NCTV45 studios right here in downtown Newcastle. What a tremendous lineup we have for you tonight. Now, we're going to have to cover a lot of things. Number one, how are you going to watch us? Number two, where's it going to be available if you want to go someplace and watch it? Number three, where are the local teams playing? And how long ago has it been since something like this was accomplished? Okay, this is our first attempt at this at NCTV45, and we hope you enjoy tonight's festivities. First of all, the way you can watch us. Now, there are several individuals and businesses that access the programming day that we put out every morning for NCTV45. It is a roughly 4-hour programming day where we give you 4 hours of local programming that you can watch anytime on your time. And because of things like Apple TV, Google Chromecast, and Roku and others, probably that I'm not even aware of, people watch us, right in their living room, sitting at their TV. Well, tonight is a little kind of special. Here's what we have in store for you. Now, our local personnel that do such a tremendous job at this station, and I can't say enough about them, will be at various games. First of all, let's talk about Newcastle. Newcastle is playing at West Allegheny. NCTV45 was able to get a feed out of Imperial, PA, that's where West Allegheny is, and we will be carrying the game live to you. Now, there won't be a play-by-play on that. We'll pick up the public address. Now, if the county schools are something you like to look at, well, we'll have that available for you too. But it will be on a little different basis. Our Lawrence County Football Show will commence shortly after the kickoff of the games. So we will be coming at you live where you can watch us for updates or tune into the Newcastle game, which will be happening live. We will have updates from Shenango, which we will carry and podcast this week, coming up the Labor Day week. So we will be hard at work this weekend getting that out to you. We will also be at the Laurel game. They're playing New Brighton, and the Wildcats are playing Southside Beaver. So check that, Western Beaver. So we will be at those games and be giving you updates. Also, we will get updates from Union, who is playing away down at Rochester. Now, the Mohawk Warriors, they'll be tangling with the Eloquip Equips, and that will round out the immediately inside area of our county. We'll try to keep you updated on Wilmington and Elwood as well. Now, the Neshannock Lancers don't play until tomorrow night, and NCTV45 will be bringing you that game in the similar podcast format that we've always carried. This is a big step for NCTV45. If you count the games where you'll actually see picture, the Newcastle game, the Shenango game later on in the week, and the Laurel game, that's bringing you 3 games in a county and city of our size, which is pretty doggone good when you consider the big boys are bringing you 5, and they got a lot more people to work with. So keep that in mind as NCTV45 keeps bringing you the best in local programming from what I call the greatest castle in the world. Now, let's say that you're interested in watching the game at an establishment, so you get something to eat, something to drink. Little Johnny's downtown will have the game on. On our mailing list, we are also emailing the Pizza Joes up in Union. Now, whether they have it on or not, I have not had a chance to talk with them. But all of our regular people that get email, and they are one of our regulars, will have access to these games in the Newcastle game. And also, I will be coming at you live for the Lawrence County Football Show so that I can talk about the Newcastle game and talk about other games. Our shows and the football games will roughly conclude at 9 o'clock, at which time we'll sign off, and then tomorrow you'll have full versions of all those games later on in the day, probably about 4 or 5 o'clock, when we'll have to be shuffling out to do the Neshannock game so that you'll have that. So by Tuesday or Wednesday, you will have the Neshannock game, the Laurel game, the Shenango game, the Newcastle game, and possibly the Union game available for you to watch anytime on your time. And also, God willing, we get it to Comcast, and it plays on channel 183 on the cable network. So what a great evening we have planned for you. I hope you get something to eat now, enjoy the sunshine, and then sit back and relax and enjoy Lawrence County football coming at you from the greatest castle in the world in the county of Lawrence. Take it easy, folks, and we'll see you a little bit later. Don't forget, the Newcastle game will be signing on at 6:45. Special thanks to Mary's Restaurant, Long Avenue, Newcastle, PA, featuring Middle Eastern food. Mary's Restaurant. Funding provided by Main Street Clothiers and Tailors, Washington Street, Newcastle. Today's programming was provided from funding from the Crane Room Grill and Banquet Center, 3009 Wilmington Road, A special thanks to the Crane Room for their participation. Programming provided through funding from Daimio and Olson Law Group, with offices in Elwood City and in Newcastle in the Washington Center. Daimio and Olson Law Group. This program furnished by a grant from Ferrone Brothers. 2 locations, Newcastle on Mill Street and Wilmington Road in Newcastle. This program furnished by a grant from Keystone Specialty, Newcastle's party store on Mill Street in Newcastle.
Pride, honor, tradition. It's Red Hurricane football.
Thank you, David Payne, the athletic director here at West Allegheny for a number of years. And good evening again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Joe D. McCullough Stadium, the home of the 2015 edition of the West Allegheny Gridiron Indians. The Parkway Conference opponent for the Indians in their home opener tonight is the Newcastle Red Hurricanes. We would like to extend a very special welcome to the players, coaches, fans, and cheerleaders from Newcastle High School. Welcome to West Allegheny. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the presentation of our national color and remain standing for the national anthem. Our national flag, accompanied by the Marine Corps color and the POW MIA flag, is presented by members of the West Allegheny High School United States Marine Corps Junior Reserve Officer Training Course. Tonight's color guard is comprised of seniors who have provided outstanding and loyal service to both the high school and the community. Carrying the national color and commanding the color guard is Cadet First Sergeant Noah Mason. The organizational color is in the charge of Cadet First Sergeant Kayla Stevens. The POW MIA flag is carried by Cadet First Sergeant Mike Zawila. The rifle bearers are Cadet First Sergeants Cassidy Hazel and Jordan Cervetti. The swordsmen are Cadet First Sergeants Abby Wilson and Tristan Cox. Ladies and gentlemen, the Newcastle Red Hurricanes come into tonight's game under the direction of their head coach, Joe Coward. Last year, after the Indians defeated the Red Hurricanes in their home opener 55-7, Coach Coward went on to lead the Red Hurricanes to their second appearance in the 2 years in the WPIL playoffs, finishing the season with a 4-6 record and 4-4 overall in the Parkway Conference. However, this year, the Red Hurricanes will be looking to better their record as they have a host of players coming back from last year that includes the defensive team returning for the 2015 season. The West Allegheny Indians come into tonight's game under their head coach, Bob Peldo, in his second season here at West Allegheny, 179 wins and 63 losses, 19 years in the WPIL playoffs, won an unprecedented 7 championships in the WPIL, and played in 3 state title games and won the state championship in 2001. Indian fans, put your hands together. Here they are, the 2015 edition of the West Allegheny Red Indians. The officials for tonight's football game, the referee is Ron Dixon, the umpire is Tom Hoffman, the linesman is Kevin Stewart, the line judge is Mike Traver, the side judge is John Burke, and the field judge is Matt Richards. And up in the booth is Tom Dugan, the official here tonight. The captains for West Allegheny. Number 5 is Skylar Mason. Number 7 is Terrence Stevens. Number 24 is Whitney White. Number 15 is Tom Burke. And number 57 is Justin Baker. And for the Red Hurricanes, the captains tonight, number 6 is Patrick Denno. Number 21 is to start tonight's football game, the opener in the Parkway Conference between the Newcastle Red Hurricanes and the Indians of West Allegheny. Kicking off for the West Allegheny Indians will be number 9, Kobe Stout. Short kick for the Indians. The Red Hurricanes will take over the football first down. Officials will mark the ball at the West Allegheny 27-yard line. Number 34 carries for the Red Hurricanes. Justin Baker, number 57, in on the stop for the Indians. The gain of about 2 on the play. Second down, 8. The ball at the Newcastle 30-yard line. Number 6, the quarterback, Patrick Minnow, will pick up a first down for the Red Hurricanes. And there is a red flag on the play. Looks like the call is a hold against Newcastle. So the penalty will be assessed against the Red Hurricanes. But it will be first down for Newcastle. As the officials will mark it at the Newcastle 27-yard line. Justin Baker, number 57, making the stop for WA. He gained about 2 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 8. Receiver. Anyway, number 16, Market at the 25. First down 10 for the West Allegheny Indians. Took that kickoff for the Red Hurricanes. Stopped by number 22, Anthony Delavade. First down 10 for the Red Hurricanes. The ball at the 39. Goes straight ahead for West Allegheny. Marching McElroy making the stop. Allegheny Indians, second down and 2. Aaron Stevens this time takes the handoff straight ahead. And he will pick up a West Allegheny first down. Number 59 making the stop for the Red Hurricanes. Ball wins at the Newcastle 32-yard line. First down 10, West Allegheny. Aaron Stevens, number 7, goes straight ahead. Walking up front. Gerald Nixon, number 67, will stop for Newcastle. About 4 yards on the play. Second down, 6 at the 28. Carries this time for West Allegheny. Gino Stone, number 2, the stop. So it's going to be third down and about a yard at the Newcastle 23-yard line. First down 10, West Allegheny at the Newcastle 17. Number 3, Nick Ross is the quarterback for West Allegheny. Goes around the right side. Gain of about 3 on the play. Second down and 7. Ball at the 14-yard line. Fights his way forward. Cameron Stowe, number 21, the stop for Newcastle. Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up a third down and 4. Newcastle the gates to the stadium during varsity football games will be closed until the end of the third quarter. No one is permitted to leave the stadium and re-enter unless it's towards time number 6. Violators will not be permitted to re-enter the stadium if they do prior to the end of the third quarter. Also want to remind you that access to the field is by permit only, and unauthorized persons will be escorted on the field. Open stop, number 9 to kick off for the Indians. Deep at middle man is Danielle Little. Number 1, Glenn, moving up to the backfield, moves up and takes the kickoff for the Red Hurricanes, and he'll go out of bounds. Officials will mark it at the 37-yard line. First down 10 for the Red Hurricanes. Called on the field. So that last play will be a loss of 4 yards. It will be second down 14. Ball at the 33-yard line of Newcastle. Across the 50-yard line to the West Allegheny 49, where it'll be first down for Newcastle. Then off the quarterback, number 16, and he will fumble the ball. We'll wait for the official call here. So the fumble was after the quarterback was on the ground. So the Red Hurricanes will retain possession. Matt Holmes making that hit for West Allegheny. Second down, 7 at the 46 of West Allegheny. Complete to number 23, Marcus Hooker. And it will be close to a first down for the Red Hurricanes. And the officials have made it official. First down. Ball at the West Allegheny 36-yard line. First down 10. Just a reminder to the fans that tonight's First down 10, West Allegheny. Goes straight ahead. Will be very close to a first down, but will be short, so we'll bring up a second down and 1. Lorenzo Gardner, number 7, was stopped for the Red Hurricane. The first down for West Allegheny, and the ball will be marked at the 50-yard line. That play will end the first quarter of tonight's football game.
Thanks to Arlington Market, 726 Arlington Avenue, Newcastle, PA. Groceries, lunch meat, fresh cut meats, produce. It's Arlington Market, who provided funding for this program. Today's program was furnished by a grant from the Beanery Depot and Deli, featuring coffee, made-to-order subs, and snacks. The Beanery Depot and Deli in Mahoningtown. Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere. Special thanks to Butts, Flowers, Gifts, and More in downtown Newcastle for their support and funding of this program. Butts Flowers, downtown Newcastle. Today's program furnished by funding from Gallows, Italian Villa, Wilmington Road, Newcastle. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.